What is the harvest process of vegetables? If vegetables are not harvested at the proper stage of maturity, physiological processes occur that permanently change their taste, appearance, and quality. The texture, fiber, and consistency of all vegetables are greatly affected by the stage of maturity at harvest, by post-harvest handling, and by the time interval between harvesting and serving. While harvesting too soon may result in only a reduction in yield, harvesting too late can result in poor quality due to development of objectionable fiber and the conversion of sugar into starches. A late harvest can also cause plants to terminate or stop producing as they complete their reproduction process. Full mature vegetables left on the plants also attract more disease and insect problems.
How ripe is the vegetable? Fruit and vegetables naturally grow in cycles and ripen during a certain season each year. When they are ripe, they are at their best nutritionally and taste-wise. Examples: cherries are ripe and juicy in June in the south of England, so cherries are in season in June. British asparagus starts popping up in fields in the spring. Tomatoes and red berries ripen in late summer. Sweet corn and pumpkin in the autumn, and cabbages and root vegetables reach the best in the winter months. If you eat seasonally, you are eating fruit and vegetables during the time of the year they are naturally at their best. Modern technology means we can buy things like strawberries and apples in supermarkets all year round, but that's because they are either being grown in greenhouses or flown from warmer countries where they are picked before they are ripe and can fully develop their flavors. Most vegetables are at their peak of tenderness and flavor when they are relatively small. Zucchini, for example, are best when they are no more than 6 or 7 inches long. Then they get tough and woody. When vegetables are ripe to perfection, they are able to sustain their valuable nutrients even if they are frozen or not.
The farm to table process is very important. I would want to know where my food's coming from. I think everyone else would want to know where their food's coming from. So what they do is they take the vegetables right when they're at the peak of perfection and they pick them, they freeze them, and then they put them on the trucks to go. This is only for frozen vegetables though. For fresh ones, they take them and then within days they put them on trucks and then they deliver them to Ralph's, Albertsons, Save-Ons, all those grocery stores. It's actually smart to freeze vegetables though, because if you want to have them last for a long time, then you could reuse them later when it comes to dinner or lunchtime or even breakfast in your omelets and stuff. But it's nothing's bad about freezing vegetables and such. You gotta realize that when winter comes in America, we have no crops. So like when it's winter here, it's obviously summer in somewhere else in the other part of the world. So that's why we freeze vegetables, or like that's why we ask around to other countries when we get other vegetables and stuff. It's actually good in other countries too.
For the most part, fresh vegetables are harvested before becoming ripe, usually when they are still green in color. This is done to help the transportation process, which can range anywhere from 2 to 5 days depending on the destination. Once they've arrived to the market, it may take another day or so to be brought out for the consumer to purchase them. Since the veggies were harvested before their ready time, they never had the opportunity to reach their full potential nutritional value. As the days went by from being harvested to being purchased, the fresh vegetables lost even more of the nutritional value they were harvested with. On the other hand, frozen vegetables are harvested once they're nice and ripe, often making people believe that they are soon to go bad. Because of that, people think that that is the reason that they need to be frozen, when in reality, vegetables are frozen to stop the process of reducing their nutritional value. Recently harvested vegetables are composed of 90 to 95% water. If it wasn't for the freezing process, they would lose their moisture and perish. As we already know, fresh vegetables are harvested before they reach their full ripe form. When this happens, this means that they aren't getting the proper nutrients because our vegetables weren't given the opportunity to mature. Our vegetables lose up to 50% of their nutritional value from the day the farmers harvest them to the day we put them in our fridge. Scientists from the Leatherhead Food Research and Chester University experimented on fresh and frozen vegetables. In their research, they concluded that 2 out of every 3 frozen vegetables were filled with higher levels of antioxidants and beta carotene. In one report, the vitamin C content in fresh broccoli decreased by more than 50% within a week, but dropped by only 10% over an entire year when being frozen.